And this is what it looks like. It's a lower section right here that will actually extend down, and then it will actually go back up. And there's a couple actuators that let this thing drop and let it come back up. And it sits on the back side of the lower valance. And as people pull up over parking stumps and things like that, they are messing this thing up, breaking it, cracking it, and that's not under warranty. There's a left-hand active air dam actuator and a right-hand active air dam actuator. Let's look at overview. No, system operation and component. So it's saying the ABS uses the HS-CAN network to communicate with the PCM. The PCM uses a LIN network, a line-in network, to communicate with the right-hand active air dam actuator and the left hand. And it sends communication back and forth. And the ABS is basically feeding the vehicle PCM data, vehicle speed, and then the PCM is communicating with the right-hand and left-hand active air dam actuator to either keep it up or put it down in the active position. Right here it says the vehicle speed is communicated via the ABS module. The vehicle speed is used to determine positioning of the active air dam. The active air dam consists of two active air dam actuators, a active air dam blade, plastic spoiler plate, and a mechanical or mechatronic linkage components connecting the actuators to the AAD blade. The position the active air dam blade is determined is from the PCM based on ABS input. The active air dam drive linkage mechanism fastened to the base of the bumper, and the active air dam blades moves in a vertical plane from fully retracted up to fully extended down. Based on the position of the commanded PCM, commanded by the PCM is a set of 1 of 11 positions from 0 to 100%, approximately 10% of full movement range between positions. After ignition is on, a self-calibration of the active air dam system commences with the active air dam blade moving to the fully retracted or home position 0% to learn its full open position or full up position. The active air dam blade remains in the fully up position until the vehicle speed reaches approximately 45 miles an hour, continuously for approximately 15 seconds. When this condition is met, the active air dam blade will extend fully down 100%, and if there is no systems fault, the fully down position will be learned. If the end stop learning is successful, the active air dam blade may be commanded by one of the position steps 0 through 100%. When the vehicle speed decreases below 39 miles per hour, the active air dam blade will fully retract to the home position. At any point that the active air dam operation, if blocked air dam fault is present, a movement is initiated in an attempt to resolve the problem. If the problem is not resolved after a programmed number of recalibration attempts, approximately 10, a timer starts and sets a DTC. When the timer reaches a predetermined limit, during the normal operation, the AAD blade will be fully retracted when the ignition is off. The PCM communicates the desired position up, down, or in between of the AAD system. The active air dam blade control is based on various PCM inputs, vehicle speed, braking state, and various driving modes. The PCM communicates the AAD actuator via a LIN. The LIN supports bidirectional communication between the AAD actuators and the PCM, allowing the AAD actuators to communicate position and fault to the PCM. The PCM sets the AAD DTC when the fault information is communicated by the AAD actuator for a predetermined amount of time. Any failures of the LIN for over 10 seconds continuously result in the AAD actuator positioning the AAD blade fully retracted up. There is no indication to the driver of the vehicle when a fault with the AAD system is present or an AAD DTC is set in the PCM. So there will be no fault initiated for you to know if something's wrong with the system. The AAD actuator right hand is a smart lead actuator, and the left hand is the dumb follower actuator. The smart actuator receives position requests from the PCM via the LIN communication network. The two actuator motors work in tandem to control the AAD blade. Each actuator is coupled with a screw drive, which in turn is connected to a bracket that is mounted to the active air dam blade. Both actuators turn in unison to move the active air dam blade up and down while maintaining it in a level position. The active air dam actuators can be serviced separately or can be serviced as an entire assembly. The driver and passenger active air dam actuators are not interchangeable. The active air dam blade is a spoiler plate which moves up and down in a vertical plane via linkage to a screw drive, which is controlled by two actuators. The AAD is typically serviced as an entire assembly, which includes the blade and the actuators and mounting bracket, screw drives, and jumper wiring harness, and also AAD actuators and AAD blade can be serviced individually. It started in 21. Says to remove the blade. Vehicle neutral position and hoist. Remove the screws and the air. So it says to just remove the screws from it. It just comes right off. And then to remove the actuator. Let's see that real quick. On the left side, disconnect the air dam actuator. Electrical connector, detach the retainer. On the right hand side, release the locking tab and disconnect the air dam. And then on both sides, remove the bolt, probably a 7 or 8 mil, holding it on there. Torque to 18 foot-pounds. 10 mil maybe. On both sides, remove the bolts and the AAD assembly. So it looks like there's one bolt on this side over here, and then there's a bolt there, and then there's a bolt there, and you got to remove 3 bolts on each one of the actuators that are attached to the actual air dam. So I just wanted to share this new technology with you, and the whole principle behind it is aerodynamics and gas mileage and all this shit with the EPA. But anyhow, just be careful when you guys are driving these new F-150s and you're going to pull over parking stumps or something like that. That thing gets stuck in the wrong position. You go to pull over it and it's stuck down, and you yank all that stuff off there and then break the brackets and stuff, and it looks like it mounts to, I don't know if it mounts to the frame or if it mounts to the bottom of the active grill shutter assembly, but there's some more going on down there. There's the lower valance that's normally there, that gray. And then they bolt this in over top of it. It kind of C-channels over. And the actuator moves up and down via a worm gear that lowers and raises this assembly. I don't know. I think it's some stupid shit to me, but anyhow, I wanted to share that with you because seen a little bit of an uptick in people breaking those and then breaking the active grill shutter assembly for some reason. So yeah, y'all have a great day. Be blessed as always, and we're gonna have another sports game tonight. Yippee! Go me, right? I love y'all, really do. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel as always, and I hope this is stuff like this is stuff you like. I'm trying to get a little bit more technical and show you a little bit more. I hope you like this. I hope this is something I'm bringing to you that nobody else is doing, and showing you the ins and outs of this stuff right from the manufacturer description on how all this works and what to watch out for. Take care. Happy holidays.